All right, family. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarasun said he kick back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepted members to not only the Sarasun said YouTube page, but General said YouTube page, two dynamic powerhouse institutions, nothing but Black Power, Black Divinity. I want you to subscribe immediately. I don't want you to hesitate, not 1 second, to subscribe. Also, we have memberships for the family. Right down in the video description in the chat. All you have to do is just click it. You'll get a video introduction, rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join, even if you don't. I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasun Seti YouTube page, General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. The General got a new teachable website. We're going to be uploading a lot of dynamic curriculums, certificate programs, and courses. First one up, 25 steps to the redemption of definitive Black manhood. This is for the brothers. You need this. It's powerful. It's all powerful. Touching on 25 serious topics. And the program is going to grow even beyond the 25 steps. And so you have a lifetime access to it. You see, we also have a Brotherhood of Heru roundtable where the brothers sit down every week discussing very important information pertinent to our growth and development. This is all powerful. Then you got coaching calls to the General. The ability to get a coaching call is there on the site. So most definitely get over there and check it out, because believe me, it will be one of the most powerful websites on the planet real soon. That's right. Ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace. A lot of dynamic products, t-shirts, health tonics, African and Kemetic necklaces, and so much up there that I know that you're going to like and love. I want you to get over there, check it out, check the catalog out, run down the catalog. We got discounts for you. Get the discount, shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University. We're talking about 2,500 videos. This is the collection of the work, the hard work that I've done down through the years. So you got the classics of classics in every every subject is there. So it's really nothing like, as far as a video library, resume is outstanding. So you can go over there in every damn subject. But the Patreon and the Teachable, this is the advanced, the right now. If you want to see the most advanced presentation on every topic in 2025, Patreon and Teachable is the place to be. All of them are necessary because the classics of classics is just what it is. So make sure you get over there to generalseti.com, become a member. My Patreon, most definitely the poppinest Patreon on the planet by far. All live streams on Patreon. Nothing is uploaded, old or nothing. So where everybody else is uploaded, I do all mine live. So SETI Live is lit. So get on over there to that Patreon. If you want to see the Olmec Voyages of the Nile tomorrow, make sure you're an advanced scribe to get all that type of advanced lectures. That's right. To all the family donated to the General, I thank you. I appreciate you. Those who would like to donate is on the screen. Thank you. I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels. King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. Comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. Why Confederate statues are totems of white power witchcraft? I got to talk about this. That's why it's so necessary that they lead these as totems. And what it does is just like your goddamn Boost Mobile, or your goddamn whatever, your Metro, your own Metro, and your own Verizon, or any of that. They put all them goddamn towers around, you understand, so you could connect. You see, and it be all type of frequencies through the goddamn air. You know what I'm saying? So this is what these are totems, and they do the same thing. They put a frequency of terror in the air over black people. You see, and we be, you know, you could be walking downtown anywhere, and these totems is out there, and you look up and you see these motherfuckers, and these men and women are some of the overlords of your demise. And they done made them into statues and shit. But at the same time, they want to erase your history, because your history does the same thing. You got to understand, information is frequency and energy. You see, it's frequency and energy. And see, when we get to teaching, that's why they hate us on YouTube. You see, anytime, don't worry about it, motherfucker. You know, if you don't like what we saying, then don't bring your bitch ass over here to the channel. Take your ass, but they can't stay away. They can't stay away because it's dynamic. It's fucking up their frequency in order for them to get through to and sometimes the frequency is too powerful to distort it with their own information, so they have to destroy it. They had to get it out the way. You see, as long as people can feel it, and that's just like when you go to Egypt and you get in there, and the fact that the energy, the monuments is there, even if you can't read what's on the wall, the energy and the frequency is so powerful. You understand what I'm saying? It causes a lot of the Cro-Magnon, Neanderthal, they face be distorted. They be in anger and outrage when they see it. They know it's not them. They can lie to you and shit because they manipulated you out of your history. But when they get there, they know good goddamn well, and it distorts their frequency and shit. You know, even when they're lying to themselves. So they got all these Confederate goddamn, what is it saying? You know, that it's your demise. These are the overlords of your demise that they get all around these cities, even on a lot of the schools. You went to school and we didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? All these goddamn slave masters, but see, a lot of these cities, when these schools was being built, there was a lot of white people in a lot of these cities. You know, niggas didn't went and moved them up out of there. You know, the riots happen and things of that nature. Moved them up out of there. Niggas move right up, and you wonder why you fell. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you got all these goddamn, you got all these nasty slave masters, and they named all across the elementary schools, all across the middle schools, all across the high schools. And you in there failing. You in there got this white power curriculum in there. You see, they pushing their frequency all through the society. You see, but a lot of time they be having the overlords, your demise and shit, immortalized in statues downtown and all around, Freemason statues of slave master. And so the first thing people want to do, got to pull them down, got to get rid of them. But see, this is what the MAGA is about. They mad, they upset because they losing power. Yeah, they totems is no longer there. They totems is no longer there. That's why when they come into Egypt, they anywhere where African people got they totem, they go in there and chisel them, they deface them. That's their way of trying to break the frequency. And even in with the broken nose, it's still emanating energy. Because when our people make something, and people, they put the depth of they soul into a lot of this, because these are spiritual icons that they putting up there. So they putting spiritual energy into these statues and these monuments. And when you get near them, they give off, a lot of energy. And so, but it's African, is that black divinity that's is inside of the statues in Africa. And so anytime they get nervous, it distorts they thinking, it distorts who they are. And so it does. And so you got to understand that science is also magic. It's the reason why they put these white power icons everywhere. And in areas where, especially, in areas where it's predominantly black people. There's some of them motherfuckers in Detroit. They need to go right downtown and in protest. Get that shit up out of there. Get that shit up out of the one statue in front of Coleman Young Memorial. The spirit of Detroit. And got the motherfucker there and see, I'm gonna break that down for my Detroit family. I ain't gonna spill the beans right now. Yeah, they on some crazy shit with that statue. And people don't see it because they don't know the imagery in that. You understand what I'm saying? But they left it right there for you. And once I'm gonna break it down for you tomorrow. Detroit. You up there? You know the Cro-Magnon. They got all it's some all through there. That downtown area, campus, marshes and shit. And even when I was young, they had all them damn statues and shit all downtown. Yeah, it ain't nothing but the campus marshes. That's Rome. They got that from Rome. So they all that shit, they got it, built up around that old Greco-Roman idolatry and witchcraft and shit. Who voted on that? Shit, it was an all black city. Campus marshes. You see what I'm saying? In an all black city, they should have made it into some that venerate our people. But when you got a Cro-Magnon Neanderthal sitting in the mayor office, and black people ain't got that Cro-Magnon Neanderthal out of there yet, shame on you. Shame on you. You know what I'm saying? Get that motherfucking Cro-Magnon Neanderthal out of there. Yeah, get him up out of there. He ain't gonna do nothing but to continue to build downtown, neglect the people. You understand? Neglect the communities. You understand? Build something up so they can come down there, get drunk and shit, and act like a caveman and continue while the community starve. And motherfuckers is still putting up videos on how the communities is run down and decadent and all empty buildings and houses every motherfucking where, death and destruction. Yeah, we got to get these motherfuckers out of here. That's they energy they building off of. So most definitely, you got to get rid of them goddamn, you got to get rid of them overlords of our demise and shit, statues and shit all around. No, where's you put goddamn, we got to have Coleman Young and, we got to have all the black, the black greats that came up out of Motown. It should be Motown artists. Some of them don't even deserve a goddamn, but some of them do. Some of them niggas is sold out. Some of them ain't. But, I don't know which ones. I had to sit down and roll the dice on them. But I'd rather see some black artists, statues and shit downtown. It should be statues of all the Motown greats down there. You feel me? Where they at? You got all these Cro-Magnon Neanderthals and shit sitting up there, horses and shit, ain't did nothing for the modern Detroit. Them motherfuckers may have done something, but when you think about what we was going through dealing with them goddamn Neanderthals, they and having to fight and having to rebel and having to go through riots and shit and revolts and shit. You already know who them statues belong to, and they ain't even there no more. You take that shit out there to the suburbs. Drag it on out there and leave it on out there. Don't bring that shit down here. We don't want to see it. But we don't look at it. We just sit there and wonder why we crazy. Yeah, wonder why we crazy. Yeah, anybody, Jay Dilla. Yeah, it should be a statue for Jay Dilla. Yeah. Yeah, Barry Gordy sold out. Yo, that motherfucker, he did in the beginning. Yeah, he did in the beginning. He sold Motown though. But he did have his place. They think our greatness is troublemaking. It very well may be. Shit. Yeah, but goddamn, we should have all type of goddamn, and that's whatever city you in. You should, especially if you got a profound black community, you should have your greats up. They should be in statues all over. You know what I'm saying? We go and paint ours on the wall, and ain't nothing wrong with that. but we should have statues too. Larger than life and shit. We see our greatness, in a profound way. That means something. That means something. So it should be painting murals, and it should be statues of all the greats from whatever black city you in. You know what I'm saying? Our baby should be able to go downtown and turn significant corners in parks, and they should see statues, and rename all them damn parks. Now, fuck that. I don't want to hear no more of that shit. Rename them just like they rename the Gulf of Mexico, the Gulf of America. Okay, that's cool. I like that. And we need to go in wherever is a dominant black community. If y'all want this shit, y'all come get it. We gonna put this shit in down there by the dumpster. And if your ass ain't coming getting this shit before you got shit going, we melting that. We wouldn't even use the metal for that shit. We wouldn't even use the metal. We'll put that shit in the garbage and we'll sell that shit to the highest bidder, whoever want it. Canada, whoever want it. Y'all can come get this shit. And y'all can put it in wherever suburb, city you stay in. You can go move that shit on that. We don't get rid of that shit. Get the names of the slave masters off the parks, off the schools. Get these goddamn statues. These is all elements of white power witchcraft. They frequency, when you say their name and you say it over and over. We can't get you to say Ramesses II. We can't get you to say Shaka Zulu. We can't get you to say Amun Ra or Isis, Hede Ru. You understand? Empress Queen T. We can't get you to say none of these names. But you can call on these slave masters every day because you're just like the days of the week. You understand? You call on these goddamn Viking gods. When you call on the planets, you call on the Greco-Roman. They intertwine their energy. All the frequencies. Is the vibrations is not the same vibrations and frequencies that our ancestors call these astrological bodies and different things. We have to speak in our own nature. That's why when we speak, we don't speak like they speak. It's not the same frequency, you see. And so the things that they're doing is like a self-hypnosis, a self, you actually goddamn a part of a self-sacrifice in many ways. In many ways. It takes a real, to call on motherfuckers, enslave your ancestors and say, oh, I go to this school. And you go downtown, you look up and they larger than life and shit. And they ain't even a part of the city no more. Yeah. Take this shit. Take them statues, rename, just like they doing. Renaming shit. We gonna rename. I heard Donald Trump supposed to be renaming one of them Mount McKinley. He's renaming it Mount McKinley. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what mountain that is, but he's saying he's gonna rename it Mount McKinley. I don't know if that's Mount Rushmore. Yeah, Cleveland too. Predominantly black. Get them up out of there. Get all that shit up out of there. I've been coming through Cleveland. Get that shit up out of there. Yeah. Make them understand just the same way that shit ain't gonna exist here. Now they know, but y'all want to tear up monuments. Y'all want to do the same for them. Black city, vote that shit up out of there. If you got a city and you got a city council, tell them you want that shit up out of here. Go down there with the facts. Yeah, if this motherfucker was a slave owner, we don't want no more. No, we want name the fucking high schools after iconic black people. If the society or the community is predominantly black, then the goddamn school should be named after, great black, great black people that, that have contributed to society in a way that we have to honor them. You feel me? And that's real talk. And that's what it starts. So we need to get all this shit up out. And I mean it. If you're out there, all you had to do is go down there to the council, get your facts, get all the high school, get your name. This motherfucker no good. We want to change the name. If you goddamn Barry, if you want to name goddamn Stevie Wonder High School, elementary, goddamn Stevie Wonder Elementary, But some of these niggas is crazy. Like what's that nigga name? Damn, Smokey Robinson. Yeah, Smokey was, he contributed heavy to Motown. That nigga is crazy. He say he ain't even a black American. Say he an American. Man, fuck it. So, I still, he still contributed. Yeah, I would rather give him an opportunity. But see, yeah, I would rather put him in there than goddamn some of these slave master names. But anyway, family, yeah, we just like they renaming, you can rename. Just like they said, they showing you the way. They showing you the way. Tell them they tell the city council to take all them goddamn statues and put them motherfuckers on down there by the dump, and you can sell them motherfuckers to the highest builder if they don't tell them, just like a goddamn auction. And if you don't get down here before Sunday noon, we throwing that shit in the garbage. Period. All right, family. Black Power, this is General. I want you to subscribe immediately. I want you to hit that like button. I want you to share it with your family and friends. And we got one more for the road tonight. I want you to stay with me and let's do this and go out on some Black Power. Again, hit that subscribe button, like button, share it with your family and friends. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily liberation through African education and confrontation. Black Power.